I'm not gonna say breaking news. I'm just gonna say, well, could we actually be about to get the much anticipated fight that we're clamoring for, that we've been demanding, that we've been begging for, that we've been pleading for to happen? Now, nothing is official, but they're saying it's a good sign that we're one step closer to this super fight happening between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. They're saying we're closer than ever to this fight happening. Now, Mike Coppinger reports and other various news media outlets are reporting that this fight is 85 to 95% done. Basically, Terence Crawford has agreed to all of Errol Spence's demands. They haven't really discussed how much Terence Crawford is getting, but they're saying that Terence Crawford is taking less money. Now, we know the Errol Spence butt licks are going to come on here trying to say Errol Spence is a bigger star than Terence, which he ain't. Errol Spence ain't no more popular than Terence Crawford. But it just shows you that, to me, based off the fact that they were offering Terence Crawford lowball money, which it looked like they did lowball him, that they was hoping Terence Crawford wouldn't accept the terms to basically, they could put out reports that Terence Crawford cashed himself out. So now, if this is true and Terence Crawford agreed to take less money, now we know officially who made this fight happen. And I'm gonna say this once again, until I actually see an actual press conference with those two dudes sitting on opposite sides of each other, that's when I'll say finally. I'm hoping this is true. And you know what I'm saying? I will be happy. Now, I am pissed off at the fact that this is basically a last minute effort to put this fight together. Now, if you look at my video earlier where I was breaking this down why I was skeptic, you heard Mike Coppinger repeat exactly what I've been saying about an 8-week camp and then basically a week to get, amped up final preparation. And yeah, we headed towards like the latter end, the third week of September. So either this fight is going to be announced tomorrow or Monday, and that's just basically it. I don't know what's available. They saying Las Vegas, but I kind of knew that Terence Crawford wasn't go fight in no Dallas because it's no reason to. So hopefully it's an announcement. Now, will I be there? Well, we'll see. If this fight would have got confirmed like around September, October, yeah, but now based off my schedule and all this kind of stuff, now basically I'm gonna be having to try to put stuff together and other events that I was scheduled to to attend and all this kind of stuff. Now I'm gonna have to do some adjustments, but I'll say it's 70-30 that I'm there. I don't care how much the tickets cost. I'm just gonna buy a ticket and I'm just gonna call it a day. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'll get the plane tickets later, but I'm not gonna bank on getting no press credential because I already know that they ain't gonna let me in, especially if PBC is in charge of the press credential. So I already know they not gonna let me in. So I'm not even gonna worry about that on whether I get in or not. I'm not gonna call Team Crawford. I'm just gonna come there as a spectator, enjoy the fight. Whoever wins, get up out of there, talk about it, and just leave it at that. But hopefully this is true. Hopefully Hopefully that we're in, hopefully the fans get what they want, because I'm gonna keep it 100. This fight for the culture. This is for the black community. This is for us. This is our fight. This is our Hearns Leonard. This is our Hagler Leonard. This is our, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, because basically both men were, you know, past their prime by the time the fight happened. Mike Tyson was a shell of himself. Mike Tyson wasn't the Mike Tyson that we all got accustomed to. So, you know, I'm delighted. Like I said, keep your fingers, you know, keep your fingers crossed, because something must have changed. Because just a couple of days ago, I got a text from the higher ups saying they hadn't heard nothing. And I'm talking about one of the real higher ups. So maybe something changed. Maybe something changed. But at the end of the day, I commend Terrence Crawford. If Terrence Crawford decided to take far less money than what he should have got, because, you know, one person reported that it's 65-35 in favor of Errol Spence, and if anybody believes Errol Spence deserves that big of a cut, they are absurd, and they're just an Errol Spence, you know what I'm saying, you know, bootlicker. Because the guy can't even get past on pay-per-view. It sold that much. So at the end of the day, hopefully, we'll see. Oh, by the way, shout out to my boy CB. CB will be making an appearance this weekend. So we gonna do a town hall. We gonna do a conference call. I'm gonna see can I get some other people involved, and we gonna have a discussion, and we gonna have a round table, and we gonna discuss this fight, and we gonna talk about what it means to the community, what it means for the culture. So CB is confirmed. I'm gonna try to see can I get Too Raw for TV, get some other people, but we gonna have a discussion about it. It's gonna be epic. Like I said, this is for the culture. I'm at the point I don't give a damn who wins, because at the end of the day, if Errol Spence wins this fight, he wins. I've said this before. I've never picked a winner in this fight to begin with, so it's not like you're gonna be able to come on my channel and taunt me if Errol Spence wins this fight, because I've never picked a winner. I already said who, you know what I'm saying? I've already hinted who I think was gonna win the fight, but I've never picked the actual winner. And I've gave several scenarios how Errol Spence could win the fight. I've given scenarios how Terrence Crawford could win the fight. So if in fact Errol Spence wins the fight, the Errol Spence Brigade ain't gonna be able to come on my channel thinking they can taunt me. And if you do, you really showing how immature you are and how childish you is. Especially if you a grown man, 30 plus, or in your 40s that got kids and possibly grandkids. Grow up. So I'm just letting you know you wasting your time. Terrence Crawford wins, so be it. Now, from what I'm hearing, I don't know what's the details. I've been hearing that it may be a rematch clause in there, may not be. But they haven't really discussed the specifics of the fight, who gonna get what. Nah, I'm not gonna do a prediction video. I'm gonna leave people guessing. I'm gonna do what I may do. I may do two different scenario videos. I'm gonna do scenario videos. I'm gonna do a video why Errol Spence beats Terrence Crawford, and then I'm gonna do a video why Terrence Crawford beats Errol Spence. Like I said, I'm gonna leave people guessing. And when I say I'm gonna study this fight, I'm gonna study both fighters. I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna put together a video breaking down why each fighter, how and why and what fashion they gonna win the fight. Like I said, I'm gonna keep people guessing, so everybody's gonna be satisfied. I'm not gonna specifically cater to the Errol Spence Brigade, and I'm not gonna specifically cater to the Terrence Crawford fans. I'm gonna do a fair assessment of how this fight is gonna be won instead of doing a prediction video. Because like I said, I'm going to keep people guessing. Like I said, I have an idea who's going to win the fight. I have an idea who's going to win this fight. But at the end of the day, hopefully all the hurdles have been jumped over, you know, and let's see. Let's see, can we finally get this fight? I've said this before. Whoever wins this fight will be the official #1 pound for pound best fighter on the planet. Doesn't matter what Canelo does, doesn't matter what anybody else does. Inoue, whoever wins this fight is the official #1 pound for pound fighter. So, yeah, I've been hearing that there's a rematch clause. Because that was one of the biggest hurdles. From what I heard was, if Errol Spence loses, he gets a rematch. If Terrence Crawford loses, he doesn't. So, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, whatever his name is, I don't care about whatever his name is. Inoue, whatever he call himself. He definitely ain't #1 pound for pound. That's just real talk. Who wins this fight will be the undisputed official #1 best fighter on the planet. Inoue, whatever the guy got 3 different ways to pronounce his name, so you know, I don't want to refer to him as the Japanese guy, so you know, but nevertheless, whoever wins this fight will be the official pound for pound best fighter on the planet. It is not for discussion. It's either or. It's either or. Can't get around it. That's just fact. And me, myself, why not do it twice? So, we'll see. But there is a sense of urgency to get this fight finalized and get this fight announced. Because basically, they're going to have to... I don't even know where the fight going to be at. I know it's supposed to be in Las Vegas. Hey, Mark, where is this fight going to take place? Is the MGM Grand still available for November 19th? Is the MGM Grand still Allegiant Stadium or nothing? So that's it. So it's Allegiant Stadium is the only venue that's available. Damn. So it's Allegiant Stadium or nothing. Interesting. Well, if this fight taking place at a football stadium, that's even better. Well, if there's a concert on Friday, you know, usually they do the weigh-in and all that stuff at the actual event. Now, they could do the weigh-in somewhere else, because I'm pretty sure the weigh-in is going to be open to the public. But that would seem kind of odd. I mean, unless they're going to do the weigh-in at the T-Mobile Arena. That would be the only scenario that I can think of, that they would do it at another location. But usually they do the weigh-ins at the venue. So if it's at the MGM Grand, that would be, you know, that would be kind of rushing it, because for concerts, if they got a concert on Friday, they have to have the stage ready for the show that day. And to sit up there and try to put a boxing ring in and then try to take it apart and then get it ready for a concert, that would be asking a lot. So I'm thinking it's either gonna be at the T-Mobile Arena, and then they have the actual fight at the MGM Grand, because MGM owns both of those arenas. So it would make a lot of sense, but that would be a stretch. Well, hey, Vegas, Mark, maybe it is going to be at Allegiant Stadium, because like I said before, if you saying they having a concert on Friday at the MGM Grand, that would be highly unlikely, because you talking about what most concerts start at they start letting people in at least 2 hours ahead of time. So you mean to tell me the fight press conference weigh-in is going to be at what, 9 o'clock in the morning, so they can try to get the arena ready for a concert? Nah, they already have it put together like the eve of the concert. So like I said before, if they're going to have a press conference and a final, weigh-in, it would have to be at the T-Mobile Arena. Unless the T-Mobile Arena got something scheduled, or they would have to put it in a tent. They would have to put it in a room. They could do that. They could put it in a ballroom. But like I said, we gonna have to see. But Mike Cofficer did leave open that, well, if they can't get it done for November 19th, it's always the first part of the year. In December, do I see the fight? Like I said, I done got put through too many, wild goose chases, and people telling me to report this. Like I said before, I'm just waiting till I see them two dudes side by side, opposite sides of each other at a press conference. Terrence Crawford at his table, Errol Spence at his table. Well, if it's at Allegiant Stadium, then I'll definitely be there, because you basically talking about a 60,000 seat. Well, I think Allegiant hold what, 60, 67 at full capacity. I know when they host the Super Bowl, I think they're gonna adjust it to where it can hold like maybe 70,000. So if it's Allegiant Stadium, that's good, because that mean to sell that venue out, the ticket's gonna be reasonably fair as pricing goes, because at the end of the day, they're gonna want to try to sell as many tickets as possible. So that's a good sign, but we'll see. But anyway, thanks for listening. I'm out.